Did you ever wonder how to manage your money effectively? Well, a budget is your first step towards it. Now you might ask, what exactly is a budget? In simple words, a budget is a plan that helps you decide how to best use your money. Picture this. You've got 10 shiny coins in your hand. Now, you could spend all 10 coins on candy and toys, but then you'd have nothing left. Or you could decide to spend 4 coins on your favorite comic book. Save 5 coins for that action figure you've been eyeing, and maybe even donate 1 coin to a cause close to your heart. That's essentially what budgeting is all about. It's a way of ensuring you have enough for what you need, what you want, and even what you'd like to give. But why is budgeting so important, you may ask? Well, it helps us in planning our expenses and saving for the future. Without a budget, we might spend all our money on things we want right now without thinking about what we might need or want later. Budgeting also helps us to avoid overspending. It's easy to get carried away when you see something you want, especially when you've got money in your pocket. But a budget helps you to remember your long-term goals, so you can resist the temptation to spend all your money at once. And here's the best part about budgeting. It can actually help you have more money in the long run. Yes, you heard that right. By planning your spending and saving, you can make sure you always have money for what you really need and want. So a budget is not a restriction, but a plan that gives you the freedom to spend wisely. It's like a financial roadmap, guiding you towards your goals, while helping you avoid unnecessary detours. Remember, every coin counts, and with a budget, you're in control of where each one goes. Now that you have a budget, it's crucial to spend wisely. It's like having a roadmap but still needing to choose the right path. First off, let's talk about mindful spending. It's about being aware of where your money is going and making sure it's going towards things that are important to you. You know, we often buy things on impulse, lured by flashy ads or discounts, only to find that we didn't need them in the first place. That's where mindful spending comes in. It encourages us to pause, think, and then decide whether to spend our hard-earned money or not. Next, let's delve into the difference between needs and wants. Needs are things we can't live without, like food and shelter. Wants, on the other hand, are things that we'd like to have but don't necessarily need to survive, like the latest smartphone or a designer bag. Now, it's not wrong to want things, but it's important to prioritize needs over wants, especially when money is tight. So how can we put all of this into action? Start by questioning your purchases. Each time you're about to buy something, ask yourself, is this a need or a want? Will this purchase add value to my life? Can I afford it without straining my budget? If the answer to any of these questions is no, it might be best to reconsider the purchase. It's also a good idea to wait before making big purchases. Often we find that after a few days, the urge to buy that expensive gadget or outfit has passed. This cooling off period can help prevent impulsive spending. Now, all this might sound a bit daunting, but remember, it's not about depriving yourself. It's about making informed decisions so that your money is spent in a way that brings you joy and security, not stress and regret. Remember, every coin saved is a coin earned, so think before you spend. Understanding the value of things is another key aspect of managing money. It's not always about the price tag. In our journey to become financial wizards, we must realize that the cost of an item isn't always a true reflection of its value. Yes, you heard it right. A higher price doesn't necessarily mean higher value, and a lower price doesn't always mean a bargain. It's a common misconception we often fall prey to. Let's consider an example. Imagine you're in a store and you see 2 pairs of shoes. One is priced higher and the other one is relatively cheaper. It's easy to assume that the expensive pair is better, isn't it? But what if the cheaper pair is more comfortable, durable, and suits your needs better? In that case, the cheaper pair holds more value for you. This brings us to the concept of cost effectiveness. It refers to getting the most value out of your money. It's about assessing whether the benefit or enjoyment you get from an item is worth the amount you're paying for it. It's about quality over quantity. A high-quality item might cost more upfront, but if it lasts longer and performs better, it could be more cost-effective in the long run. On the other hand, a low-cost item might seem like a bargain, but if it breaks down quickly or doesn't meet your needs, you might end up spending more to replace it. So how do we determine the value of something? It's a bit of a balancing act. It involves considering factors like the quality, durability, and usefulness of the item and weighing them against the price. It also involves thinking about your own needs and preferences. What's valuable to one person might not be valuable to another. So next time when you buy something, consider its true value, not just its price. This mindset shift is a crucial step in mastering the art of managing money. Remember, it's not about how much you spend, but how wisely you spend. It's about making your money work for you, and not the other way around. Managing money can sometimes be confusing, but remember, it's okay to ask for help. There's a saying that goes, "It takes a village to raise a child." Well, the same can be said for learning how to manage your money. You're not expected to know everything right away. We all start somewhere, and sometimes that starting point involves asking for help. Think about it. Who taught you how to tie your shoes or how to ride a bike? It was probably a parent, a teacher, or an older sibling, right? It's the same with money. It might feel a bit awkward at first to ask about something that seems so adult, but these are the people who care about you and want to see you succeed. Your parents, for example, have been managing money for years. They've had to budget for groceries, pay bills, and save for the future. They've made their share of financial mistakes and learned from them. So why not tap into that wealth of knowledge? Ask them about their experiences, their strategies, and their advice. Teachers, too, can provide valuable insights. Many schools now offer classes on personal finance where you can learn about things like interest rates, loans, and investments. If your school doesn't offer such a class, don't be shy to ask your math or economics teacher for some pointers. They're there to help you learn after all. And let's not forget about older siblings. They may be closer to your age and have faced similar financial decisions recently. They can give you tips on how to save for that video game you want, or how to earn some extra money by doing chores or getting a part-time job. Remember, there's no such thing as a silly question when it comes to managing your money. The more you ask, the more you learn. And the more you learn, the better you'll be at making smart financial decisions in the future. Remember, there's no shame in asking for help. It's a step towards becoming better at managing your money. So, managing money might seem challenging, but with it a little planning and thought, it can be quite simple. Let's take a moment to recap what we've discussed today. First off, we've learned about the importance of budgeting. Just like a roadmap, a budget guides us on how to allocate our resources. It allows us to prioritize our needs and wants, helping us to make the most of what we have. Then we delved into the concept of spending wisely. We discovered that it's not about denying ourselves of the things we want, but rather it's about making informed decisions. It's about asking those crucial questions before making a purchase. Do we really need this? Can it wait? It's these little moments of reflection that can make a huge difference in our financial well-being. We also tackled understanding value. We've learned that price tags can be deceiving, and that the real value of an item isn't always reflected in its cost. Some of the most valuable things in life come without a price tag, and some expensive items may not hold their value over time. It's all about discerning what's truly worth our hard-earned money. Lastly, we've underscored the importance of asking for advice. Money matters can be complex, and it's perfectly fine to seek guidance. Whether from our parents, teachers, or financial advisors, learning from the experiences and insights of others can provide us with valuable perspectives. So there we have it. Managing money doesn't have to be a daunting task. With a clear budget, wise spending habits, an understanding of value, and a willingness to seek advice, we can navigate our financial journey with confidence. And as we wrap up, let's remind ourselves of this essential truth. Remember, money is a tool that helps us make choices. So let's make those choices wisely.